We're here for another late night. Wow. Oops. That would actually help making sure the other one mic's on. But we're here for another late night little session here at Lake Effect Radio. And we're here with Before There Was Fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool.
So how's it going, guys?
Oh, not too bad.
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Of course.
When Tim told me about this, I was just wondering that how did the name come up? I mean,
Well,
literally, that was the first thing that came to mind when I heard the name or seen the name even.
Rob?
To be honest with you, it's really not that great of a story. I was hanging out with somebody I used to work with, and this is literally how I got the name. He was smoking a cigarette or something, and he put it out, and then he dumped all the ashes into a trash can, and it was still smoking in the trash can, and he goes, "Oh, I got to put that out before there's a fire." And I said, "Oh, before there was fire," and I don't know. That's how that all came about, to be honest with you. That's it.
So our band name is From Cigarettes?
Kind of.
From Cigarette
A little
Ash?
bit, yes.
Oh, boy.
But yeah,
I did not know that story, actually.
Not a lot of people do, to me.
Yeah.
I don't even think James or Alex knows.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, other members of the band, that's how we got our name.
I wish I had a better story.
The truth is going to come out when they go back to watch it. That
Yeah. It was all because the guy didn't want to burn his house down. That's
funny.
it.
yeah,
Oh, that's so funny.
yeah.
Yeah. I
It
don't know.
happens like that. Strange things and that.
Because we were really having a hard time for a while actually coming up with a band name.
Okay.
We're not really good at naming things. So
We name songs okay, though.
yeah.
We do a fairly good job of that. Pretty
Yeah,
quick.
but usually like when we start writing a song or even when we have a song done, it's like, well, what are we going to name it? Oh, we'll just song 2 for right now or whatever.
We'll
you
just
know?
call it this, and then that name sticks forever.
So
That actually does happen with people.
Yeah,
So-
it does. It does.
So I'm going to go. I should actually had you guys introduce yourself and that, but
That's all right.
that was
fine.
the first thing of I always want to ask when you see that name of
Mhm.
that's really unique of where did that come from?
Yeah,
Now I know.
And now I think all the band members know now too.
we do.
Everybody knows.
We do.
But it could be worse.
It could be, yeah.
Certainly.
That one of the artists that come in, he actually he started a recording studio, started off with a fart joke. So it could be worse.
It could be,
Yes,
yeah.
it could be. I'll take cigarette ashes in the trash can.
Yeah.
Over a
That'll
fart
work.
joke.
Over
yeah.
a fart joke, indeed.
There you go. I'll let you guys introduce you guys.
All right.
yourselves.
Well, I'm Garrett. I play bass in the band. Playing a little guitar right now, but I'm the bass guy.
I'm Rob. I play guitar and I sing.
And we'll give a shout out to our boys James and Alex who are at home. James is our guitarist and other vocalist, and Alex is our drummer.
Yep.
Couldn't be
Okay.
here tonight, but hi guys.
They're with us in spirit.
They are with us in spirit.
In spirit. There you go. So, besides that, what first got you into music and that?
Go ahead, Garrett.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead,
boy.
Garrett. I actually have never heard this.
Okay.
I've asked Alex, and I know James's story.
I
just-
have a feeling that this interview is going to be we're going to learn a lot about each other.
I think
We're going to
so.
get to a friendship on a new level. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, mine is, the campfire and the kumbaya.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
There you go.
So I started playing guitar when I was 14. I got into a lot of like the kind of pop punk bands at the time. I was a big fan of Green Day. I was a big fan of Yellow Card, who just broke up. But a lot of those bands kind of drove me to want to do that, to recreate that in my own way. So I remember my mom drove me. Hi, Mom. Drove me to a music store out in Boardman, down towards Youngstown, Ohio. And I picked up my first guitar and my first amp. Brought it home. I took lessons at actually the same place for a couple years, and started my first band about age 15, I think. And, oh God, it was horrible. But yeah, that's kind of what started it all. Was in bands throughout high school, through college, and here I am now.
My turn.
Your turn.
All right. Oh, I don't know. I always wanted to play music, even before I could actually play music. I remember I used to my parents bought me like a little drum. I mean, it wasn't like a drum set; it was just a drum, and like I'd always play on it. And I actually wanted to play drums before guitar, but I don't know what. As I got older, I started getting into music. My mom has always been like a big music person. She sang in the church choir, and I just knew she knew how to play music. She understood music. But I'm gonna say it was sixth grade, maybe fifth grade. Fifth grade, I asked my parents for a guitar for Christmas, and they got me one. And I got real frustrated with it because I couldn't play it at first. So I put it down for about a year or two, and then for some reason I decided to pick it back up. And it was all self-taught. I'm left-handed, so they bought me a right-handed guitar. So I had to teach myself how to play right-handed guitar. And ever since then, I taught myself how to sing and play guitar, and I was kind of just doing it by myself for a while. I was like, well, I'm not ever really gonna play in front of people, but I showed a few of my friends, and they said, well, hey man, you can actually sing, you can play guitar. Let's try to write. And then I met James in school, and we started playing together, and we had a little band, and it's just continued ever since. I've just always wanted to play music and see how far I could get with it, and just have a good time. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Okay.
Sure.
So, is this the actual original group that you guys got
No.
into? No.
I joined about a year ago.
Okay.
The original group I think was Rob and James.
Yeah, that's the original.
Yeah. And then at one point they recruited our drummer Alex.
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably tell that a little bit more than I could, but you guys were together for about a year, the three of you?
Year and a half,
Year and a half or
maybe
so?
2 years,
Maybe two?
maybe.
Okay. And then I actually found them through Craigslist. I had an ad up there saying, "Hey, I play bass. Somebody please play guitar and drums and sing with me." And James sent me an email, sent me some songs, and the song I'll tell the story a little bit later too, probably. But the song that really hooked me first was "Clever."
Yeah.
Song on our first EP that I heard. It was just Rob and his guitar and him singing, and I'm like, wow, like this sounds great. This sounds like something I really want to be a part of. So I came out one night. It was me, James, and Rob. We played for a while, and it really clicked right away. So
Yeah,
Here I am.
it's really hard to find musicians.
It is.
We actually had to contact somebody that we knew who played drums, but he moved to Illinois.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah, hi Kevin, if you're listening. But he referred us to Alex, and it's funny because at first Alex actually didn't want to be in our band, which I don't. It's not like he didn't want to, he didn't like us or anything. We didn't even know him, but it was more like he was busy, and he still is. He's a very busy man.
He is.
But I remember he was like, no, and then he messaged James back and was like, actually, let me hear some of your stuff, and we sent him some of these just rough phone recordings, just acoustic phone recordings, and he messaged back and was like, yeah, I want to do it, actually. I want to be in your band. So, and then we found Garrett, and then the rest is history.
Yep, everything kind of clicked from there, and we've been together for a little over a year now, the four of us at least.
Yeah,
So
and I don't know, we really all just meshed together well. Like
we have.
the stuff that these guys, like, I couldn't be happier. Finding the musicians that I've found to play with, like, it's an honor because Alex, James, Garrett, they understand music, so well, so well, and we just play off of each other, and they have ideas that I would never think about, and I'm sure I have some ideas they might not, and it just all works out very well.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say be the influence
Oh man.
of the group?
That's a really hard question. I feel like the four of us have very similar yet different. I myself, like I mentioned before, I grew up listening to a lot of pop punk. So that's where a lot of my ideas come from. I listen to a wide variety of stuff now. My bass playing comes from like a lot of like proggy rock kind of sort
Okay.
of.
Amazing bass player, by the way.
thank you.
Amazing.
You're so sweet, Rob. Our band itself, though, I think we have a lot of indie influences. I know Rob here is super into Modest Mouse. James is kind of similar to me as far as his taste, and our drummer actually listens to a lot of hardcore. That doesn't come out as much, but it's kind of a melting pot.
Yeah,
It's really a melting pot of a bunch of different rock that kind of brought it all together.
Yeah.
Some bands right now that I think we're all super into and super like, I wouldn't say trying to emulate, but we kind of feel in our music are like the Wonder Years. Repping them on my shirt right now. Modern Baseball is one.
Love Modern Baseball.
Yeah. A little bit of Title Fight.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Some of our songs. So there's a lot of different ones out there, but
Okay.
yeah.
Definitely, I do like in that. You guys want to play one?
yeah, we're gonna play. We have a new EP coming out in hopefully a
Okay.
couple weeks. It's gonna be called Paddle Your Own Canoe, and we're gonna do a song off of that. It's the first song, and we actually shot a music video for it a few weeks ago that should be out soon too. So we're really behind this song. This is one our drummer wrote, and it's called Nightcrawler. You ready?
Yeah, I'll give it my best.
All right, me too.
Running, but I can't hide. The monster lives deep inside, and he's creeping and he's crawling his way to meet you. The Reaper, his demons, night crawlers, the reasons. Have they yet devoured the heart of a coward? And now I've opened up my eyes to see what's left in this disguise, but I can't see at night. So leave the TV and the light on. The pressure, it seeps in a faulty foundation. The roof caved in on me as I lay sleeping. The floor gave way beneath my feet. I tried to run as it swallows me, trapped here underneath. I tried to scream, but I can't speak. And now I've opened up my eyes to see what's left in this disguise, but I can't see at night. So leave the TV and the light on. I'm trying for real, so silent I feel. I'm trying for real, so silent I feel.
Nice.
Thank you.
Definitely do like that.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
But I have to ask, what was behind? How did you come up with the name of that? Go ahead, be the EP.
The EP.
Yeah.
The EP is actually it's based off of a kind of a Parks and Rec reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
it's the book that Nick Offerman wrote.
Yes, it
Actually,
is,
I have the book, and I don't know. I just kind of think we kind of like that whole message of do your own thing and live your own life and paddle your own
canoe.
your own
Yep.
canoe. So
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. Our album art is very summer campy.
yeah.
So
It's pretty coincidental.
yeah.
I definitely do like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a good. Because you guys are actually the second there going with the whole summer theme before EP release.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like that.
Right on.
So, with the whole thing of a little bit, I'll go into this. From a year from today, where do you want to be as a group?
A year from today,
Well, I know.
I can tell you where I want to be.
Where you wanna be?
But that I have grandiose
Oh, boy.
thoughts and
So
you can go
He
ahead.
wants to be on stage with 2 million people. watching. Which I mean, don't
And
get
build
me
a wall.
wrong. Don't we all?
Yeah.
But I think a year from today, I know we have goals for next year to put a full album out. We have a lot of songs that we are writing right now that are partway done or most of the way done, or a couple that are all the way done actually, that we're really excited about. We're really
Okay.
motivated behind these songs. We feel they're the best songs that we've ever written. Some of them I've kind of pulled from way back in my mind from years ago when I was in other bands, and I feel that we're kind of all doing that. We're coming up with these songs that practice comes one night and James or Rob says, "Hey, I got this riff," and they start playing it. We're like, "Wow, that's really good. Here's a bass part. Here's a drum part. Let's sit down. Here's words." One night, boom, song's done. We're ready to play it.
yeah.
We get super excited about songs like that just come together so well from the four of us. Like it's not even just
Yeah.
one person that wrote it. It was such a collective idea.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be our big goal is to get that album out and just play shows. We're hoping to do a little tour next year. We're not exactly sure where just yet or what it's going to be, but that's our hope.
Yeah.
My goals.
Okay.
Your goals.
My goals.
I would say my goals are pretty much the same as Garrett's, but yeah, I just want to put out the full length album, tour for sure. Actually, go on like maybe not a whole week if we can get. I mean, because we all work, So
Yeah.
I have a week's vacation at least, so I mean that'd be awesome. And actually get out, outside of Ohio, which nothing wrong with Ohio, love Ohio, but try to get over to the East Coast or
Down south or something.
down
Yeah.
south and just try to get the music out there. And I don't know,
True.
just
I think our big thing is we just want to share what we're doing
Yeah.
with as many people as we possibly can, because we really believe in it. We really believe in the music that we're writing, the message that we're kind of driving behind our music, and we just want to spread the word
yeah.
as much as we can.
And I have to say, like, if you look back to where we were a year ago to where we are now,
Yeah.
it's just steps of improvement, and that's what
Really.
I love about it. It's like it's from our last EP to this one that we just recorded. It's like it's so much. I wouldn't want to say better, but it's definitely just moving forward and becoming better musicians
Yeah.
as a whole. And
Yeah. I'll
You
say
know.
it's better. I mean, I don't mind saying that.
well, yeah. I mean, I have to admit it is better,
Yeah.
but it's just the whole like I don't know.
Gelling, knowing each other.
Gelling.
Yeah, I really
Growing,
think so
just
because
Takes
Yeah.
its,
Yeah, the first EP that we did really, we kind of did it like right when I joined. They had a lot of it done, their parts done. I kind of came in, did my stuff, and then that was pretty much it. It was slapped together, and it wasn't bad.
No.
But I feel like we've taken so much more time with this one, and we've really taken our time recording. We've taken our time doing everything with it. So I think we're going to have a better product because of that.
Putting each and everyone could put their own little twist in that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I definitely do get that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It just takes time, getting to know each other, and I think
It does. Yeah.
we've really gotten to know each other, and we hang out a lot and we have fun every time we get together.
We
and
do.
We've just been growing as musicians, and I guess that's really what being in a band and just playing music is really all about. Is just pushing yourself and trying to grow as much as possible. And
Yep.
Just have fun with it,
For sure. Nowhere but up.
So I was sort of leading, since you guys were talking about sort of tours and that, I always love sort of doing this of, if you could pick any place to play at, anywhere around the country, in Ohio, wherever, where would it be?
So I do want to give a shout out real quick, just kind of based on this to my favorite place that we've played so far has been the Empire in Akron.
Okay.
We've been treated super well there. Everybody there's super cool. We've played 2 shows there now, I think, right? 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 2.
Yeah, at least 2. I want to say it was 2. And just every time's been really good. We have a lot of really great bands that play with us. We usually have a really receptive crowd. We also really like the DIY scene around Akron right now. There's a lot of house shows that are going on and a lot of places that are really watching out for everybody, trying to be as inclusive as possible. So we played a few of those, and we've really enjoyed those as well. The crowds there are really very music oriented. So people that are there to watch a show, they're not there to drink beer, they're not there to hang out, they're there to they do both of those
Well,
things,
yes.
but the main reason they're there is for the
Yeah, the
dance.
more, laid low thing. but
Right.
The main intent. I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really great stuff going on in that scene right now, and we're really happy to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So. What about you? Where do you like playing, Rob?
Where do I like playing?
Yeah.
Where do I like
We've had
playing?
a lot of fun shows.
I would have to say probably the Empire.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play the Buzzbin in Canton again.
Yeah, we're actually playing there this upcoming Friday for First Friday in Canton.
Okay.
We played there last year, I think last October,
Yeah.
and it's another really cool place to play. It's a little punk rock kind of place to play. So.
A little bit, little hole in the wall
Little
kind
hole in
of.
the wall, yeah. Although they've really upgraded, I think, as of late.
That's
so,
what I hear.
Yeah,
You'll find out.
Yeah.
we will.
We
yeah,
will.
We will. in
It's
just-
going to be
just a
packed.
week.
First Friday,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's a festival that downtown Canton holds, and everybody comes out, especially in the spring and summer. So we'll be hoping to play for quite a bit of people.
Yeah,
And hopefully this ring goes away.
it better.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
It
nice.
better
We'll make it 10 times more better.
for sure.
So going, where do I want to go? I have so many different things I throw at. It's not even funny. So, I'll sort of go with the whole, since I went there, I'll actually go with another sort of your choice future thing. If you could have anyone open for you guys,
Anyone
Who would you
open
want?
for us?
Anyone open for
Ooh.
us?
It's so hard to envision someone opening for us. We are more of the opening act.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
but you never know.
That's true. That is true. I don't know. Wow.
Ooh.
What are some good kind of smaller bands that we think would be like a
Free
really good
Throw would
fit?
be awesome.
Free Throw would be really cool. We were actually just talking about them. They're a kind of
Emo indie,
emo indie kind
punk.
of punk band. A pretty good blend.
If you don't know who they are, check them out.
Yeah,
for
sure.
real.
Yeah,
For real.
they're really solid. That's actually a really good answer, I would say.
Free
Free
Throw.
Throw, I'll stick with them.
Man, there's so many bands that I would love to open for or have open for me.
Mhm.
Ah, man. No effects.
No effects. Okay. Let's call it Fat Mike.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
bud,
we'll get.
can you come open for us?
Yeah.
We got a show coming
Set
up.
your goals. That'd be cool.
Set your goals.
I would love to play with Set Your Goals. That'd
Yeah.
be so cool.
They seem like they'd be real fun dudes.
Oh man, I saw their show up at the Agora in Cleveland. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
That's sort of my lovely little forte. I love doing these
Mhm.
things.
Oh yeah,
No,
it keeps it
it's
interesting
fun,
and
it's fun to think about. I guess I've never
Don't worry, I have another one further down. I'm going to add
Okay.
in that's going to sort of make you ponder. I'm really good at that. I like
Yeah.
here and there every once in a while making
stroke
people
the
sort of
beard.
think.
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I keep it coming. I like it.
Yeah.
Keep that brain working. You
Yep.
know.
Besides, people should check you out. Where do you like? You have a website?
Oh
all
yeah,
that?
we're on Facebook, facebook.com/before there was fire music. You can see all of our tour dates and pretty much all goings on of our usual lives.
Yeah.
We're on Bandcamp if you want to hear our music. That's before there was fire.bandcamp.com. You can hear our first EP is up there right now. It's totally free. You can listen to it. You can download it. You can take it wherever you'd like to go. And our next EP, which, like I said, should be out hopefully in a couple weeks or so, is also going to be free. We believe right now we recorded mainly in our practice space. So if our belief is mainly if we're doing these recordings for free, we're not going to charge people for them. We're hoping that we get into a more legit studio for the album. So at that point, maybe we'll ask for like $5 or something for it. But for right now, if we're making our music for free, and we're really just trying to get it out there and get everyone, as many people to listen as possible. So
It's a good way to drag people in
Oh, yeah.
on
Yeah.
it, though.
yeah.
I'll give you that.
Mhm.
Big time.
So yeah, those are the best two places to check up on what we're doing. We're on Twitter. The letter B, number 4, there was fire at. So you can follow us on there. We post semi-frequently on there. So.
Yep.
Or you can just Google us. You'll find us.
Yeah, actually,
What is-
we're like the only thing that pops up on
Yeah.
here before there was
So
fire.
you got it. We found a unique band name. I'll say that
That's an actual good thing, though.
for sure.
Many times. Besides next Friday, you have any other certain places that you're going to be playing
Yeah.
recently you want to plug?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, April 22nd, we're going to be playing kind of more of a house show up in Cleveland area.
Okay.
We were actually just at Mahal's last night, down in the locker room there. So we played with a band called Keep Flying from Jersey, Long Island area, real good pop punk band. After that, we got a show coming up in Columbus in May. We're doing another house show down there, and then we have a show in Youngstown, my hometown, Friday the 26th of May. For right now, that's kind of what we got going on. We're going to be taking a lot of time in these next couple months to write some more. Like I said, we have a lot of songs that are almost there, but not quite. So we're going to try and get those show
Fine
ready.
tweaking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to get those ready. And then later on in the summer, we're going to come back at it. So we'll have a lot more to plug later on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
But I think we'll go right into, if you guys are ready, for maybe another song.
Another one.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Clever or do you want to do Future? You want to try Future More Holds?
I don't
Oh, you
know
know,
the
we should do
lyrics.
Clever. All right. All right, we're going to do...
Oh no, I do know the lyrics.
let's
I'm
do-
thinking of the other one.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
Clever then.
Oh.
Do you want to play guitar?
Yeah, I'll
All right.
do it. I guess.
I feel much more
Switch
confident with you
around.
playing guitar on this song.
I will do my best.
Just pick.
For some reason, I don't like playing. I like this song, but I don't like playing this song.
This was a song I was mentioning earlier. This is what convinced me to join the band. It's a slower song off our first EP. It's called Clever.
Goes a little something like this. I am just a shell of a man. You say you understand in such an encouraging way, but you don't, that's okay, and I swear that I will forever stand with my fear in hand, 'cause the sword and the shield are weakened by shame. I might sin, break some hearts along the way, I might win. I thought I was clever, but I'm not, and that's okay. Well, we go along with the flow, with no compassion we hold in our hearts and our souls, and we know if the people had control, things would be much better. But could we ever agree on a thing? These thoughts are never tame, 'cause we might sin, break some hearts along the way. We might win. We thought we were clever, but we're not, and that's okay. Please hold on. Please hold on to what you believe in. Please hold on. Please hold on to what you believe in. Don't sell your soul for riches and gold. Don't you sell yourself out. Don't you sell yourself out.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very good, Rob.
Thank you. I remembered it.
You did.
I remember
You
my
remembered
song
it?
that I
Absolutely
wrote.
did.
I remembered.
Remember that song.
It has been a while.
It has been,
I haven't
yeah.
played that in a while.
Yeah, large crowd, yeah.
Oh, the worst thing is, yeah, sort of took them a second. God bless technology.
Yes.
we just
somewhat
blew
delayed.
them away. That's what it
We
was.
did.
So, from there, I'm going to hit you guys sort of with it. So, let's say in 5 years from today, what would you guys like to have accomplished or be doing?
Hmm. 5 years is a long time.
Yeah. I don't even know
To-
what I'm
to
doing
think.
next week.
Right. And to
See,
think-
that's that one I said, yeah, that's going to be
Yeah.
sort of that
Oh, for
tease
sure.
of,
in
I always
5
sort of
years-
like to do this.
Yeah. In 5 years, I'm going to be 32 years old, which is like terrifying right now. I think at that point, we really want to. I can't even really say like I want to be famous, but I want our music to be somewhat known. I guess in the area at least, like in the Northeast Ohio area, like I want people to maybe be able to recognize our name somewhat, at least in our kind of our rock and roll community. Be able to bring some people out to shows, be able to tour. All of us, we all have day jobs right now. James and Alex are both in college. At this point, you know, we're kind of we know this is going to be like something that's going to sustain our lives, or pay bills, or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
something we're doing for fun. It's something we're doing because we love it and because we're friends and because it's what we want to do. So I mean, if we can, if I would say if we can keep this going for 5 years and like, despite all that's going on in life, I mean, I'm getting married this year. I'm probably going to be starting a family not too long from then. Going to be going back to school. So if I can keep all that together and stay with this band, I will consider that a really good accomplishment. So
I think it's possible.
yeah, I think it is. I think we're all willing to work with each other and willing to, give each other a break when we need to, and that we're not going to just be like, well, you can't do this show, so you're out. Like we're not
Yeah.
going to be that way to each other. So
I would say in 5 years, I would like to have accomplished going on like a decent sized tour.
Mhm.
Saying that we went to New York and played, or went to Houston, Texas and played, and we kind of traveled a little bit. And I would say, it'd be nice if 5 years from now we could at least break even on it. But
That's
again,
true,
it's
yeah.
really not about the money. I'm not doing this to,
Mhm.
to make money. This is not my sole purpose. I want to be able to say, hey, at least, I can tell my kids someday or whoever, I can be like, hey, I went on tour, I played with this band, we went to New York. We went from New York to Texas or New York to Florida, and we, did a whole round trip. I played for thousands of people, all across the Midwest, East Coast, West Coast. I don't care. I'd like to get out there and at least say, I did it, just have not really bragging rights, but at least, say, hey, I was in a band that, we're not making millions of dollars off of our music, but, we toured and we had fun and we got out there and people kind of knew who we were and we just
They
made memories.
appreciated everything. And
Yeah.
for sure.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Definitely do like the modesty though. Everything you say that we have this you for free, all that.
Mhm.
You don't see that much.
I think that all of us have been in enough bands where when we were, maybe in high school and even in college, we're like, oh yeah, we're going to try and, if we got to drop out of school or we got to quit our jobs, whatever, we'll do it. We're going to do this band. We're going to make money off of this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. I think at this point we've all realized that's not going to happen. We've had the reality check at some point in our lives. We're and not to say that we're really like we're settled. We're not,
Yeah, we're not
old or anything,
giving
but-
up on
right
anything.
But we're okay with just being ourselves, putting our music out there, and just hoping that people have as good a time with it as we do.
Yeah,
So
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, I can live with that. Yeah, that's a really nice answer.
I mean, I kind of see. I mean, I don't want to call people out. I'm not going to say any names, or I'm just saying in general. I think
easy,
that
Rob.
I think it's a problem with music today is people want to sell, sell, sell. We want to make money. We want to make money, and it's like, yeah, that's all fine and good. I understand it. Because honestly, to progress or to keep going, you have to make. If that's what you want to do, you have to make some sort of money off of it, which I understand. But at the same time, it's more just, I think music it should be just what it is. It's music. It's for people to enjoy, and it's not necessarily to be bought or sold or to, be marketed all. Just have fun with it. Like, I just see too many bands are just trying to make money right away off their stuff, right away, without even establishing themselves. They're just trying to make money, which, I understand money makes the world go around,
It
but
does.
when it comes to music, I don't really view it as something that's really bought or sold. It's just something that,
It's something that is.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah, everyone can relate to and all that.
exactly.
So I have to go and ask. First instrument you ever played?
Oh,
Guitar. Well, unless we count like the recorder and
Yeah, recorder
third.
now.
All right, no recorder. Okay. Then it was guitar. I never did band in school. I hung out with the band kids, but I never did band. So it was guitar at age 14.
you ready for this? I totally forgot
no.
when we were talking about how we got into music. I totally forgot.
What'd you play, Rob?
Saxophone,
Woo!
alto sax, and
Okay.
I played tenor.
Okay.
Saxophone was the
Sax is
first
cool.
official instrument that I played.
Did you play it in band?
I did.
Okay.
I only
Yeah.
did band until 8th grade.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to do marching band because I played football.
Oh, yeah.
So,
My band teacher always tried to con me into it.
yeah, saxophone.
No, tried
Or,
to con me in the marching
Oh,
band.
marching
Oh.
band. Yeah.
I
See,
did the normal one, but never went and did marching band.
oh yeah. See, in our school, you had to do. If you were in
Yeah.
band, you had to do marching
same,
band.
Same at mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they knew that if they left it an option, nobody would do it.
Yeah. Well, no, there was actually a few people, or the majority of the people, who really enjoyed marching band at my school. But it just made me mad because you had to be in marching band, and you had to be in band to play in jazz band.
Mm.
And I wanted to play in jazz band,
Yeah,
but you
'cause
had to
could play- you
be.
could play guitar.
Yeah, but you had to be in band. Like, you couldn't just pick it up and like, oh, I'm gonna be in jazz band now. You gotta be in band. So.
Yeah.
I got my last year, my senior year, I didn't do band and did jazz band.
Yeah. See, where were these schools at? I should have went to these schools where they actually give you like a little
Evidently,
bit of like freedom.
Well, I'll sort of leave it to this of my sophomore year, the bass player that was in jazz band playing guitar, he was graduating. They were looking for someone. They said, and most everyone turned it down, so they came to me. Well, since you know bass stuff and that, and blah blah is graduating, would you be willing to sort of learn guitar? It's like, I guess I'll give it a stab and that. See, that's where it happened. And the funny thing is, like, after my junior year, and I'm saying, I'm not going to do normal band and that. But you're still going to do jazz band, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't have anyone to replace me.
Oh, there you go.
Except then my senior year, that's when she started looking for someone
Right.
to replace me. See, that's the bad thing.
Right.
That's why we had that exception, because there wasn't that many people willing to do those things.
Okay, that makes sense.
When
yeah.
you're in the middle of rock and a hard place, you pretty much have to do it.
You've been called upon.
Yeah, then you have to make those exceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very true.
So
There
yeah,
you go. But saxophone.
Saxophone.
I never would have pictured you as a
Oh yeah, alto
sax
and
player.
tenor.
Okay.
I didn't make it to baritone.
Didn't make it to band.
I mean, I wasn't that good.
I did trombone.
Trombone. No,
Yeah.
that's a difficult instrument.
That is.
Yeah.
I could not play any brass instruments. Not at all.
Every so often I had to do baritone, then bass
Yeah.
guitar. Yeah.
Cool instruments though. I wish I could play them, but when we were taking our tests, when we first started doing the instruments, I couldn't vibrate my lips fast enough.
Ah,
So
Oh, you had that.
yeah.
And like trombone, because it's not on the slide where it is.
Right.
So you're using like the corner of your eyes every once in a while to make
Mhm.
sure that you're hitting wherever.
Right. I don't understand how people do it, but
me neither.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking at the music, using your peripheral down here, watching where you're at.
I'll stick to my strings.
There you
My
go.
6 and most of the time 4
That's a
strings.
lot easier.
It is.
10 times more easier.
sometimes I guess
Yeah.
depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah. True.
Especially if you go way too low with a trombone, that slide falls off.
Yep. Yep.
That's when you laugh at somebody.
Then you-
Actually did that to someone. They try to, set a position, you're not far enough. So what happens? They go and they do it, and we're in the middle of playing. It starts falling down, and like, I don't know if you guys, when you guys were in band and that, but yeah, it went like on the incline down. And
Okay,
we're on,
yeah.
the third tier.
Mhm.
So when that went down, it just kept rolling down and that, and I'm trying to play and not laugh at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a unique thing.
Yeah.
Good moment
Yeah.
of someone trying to outdo you, and you just sit there and watch that.
It's funny.
It is.
The irony of things.
Yeah.
So we'll sort of go in that. If you had no, I'm not going to do that one yet. I'll sort of save that. If you could play with any mainstream artist this second,
Mainstream.
yeah, big guys, all
Okay,
those
okay,
that
okay.
Living?
living.
Do they have to
Living?
be living?
No,
Or can we say living?
you
or
could
dead?
do whatever.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
All
that
right,
works.
living or dead. Actually, it's really funny. My fiance and I were kind of having this conversation the other night. We're talking about like, even if we could bring someone, if we could bring a musician back from the dead, and I think this answer would stay the same. Would be Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
The man knew how to command a stage, and that's the exact argument I was using. Was he was just such a performer, such a great vocalist, such a what's the word I'm looking for? Not diverse, but he had a big range. He had a wide range. Let's put it that way. Could do a lot of different things, and a great piano player on top of all of that. So, I would probably go with that. I mean, there's a ton of different guitarists that I would probably go with as well. But as far as like a really prolific, someone that like everyone's, oh yeah, I know that name. I would say probably Freddie Mercury.
It's a hard one. I don't know. Shoot.
I gave you all kinds of time
I
to
know,
think about it, Rob.
I know.
Come on now.
I know.
This one, yeah, this sort of makes
It's
everyone
a tough
think.
one. I mean,
Don't worry, I have another one.
okay.
I would say. Now, are we performing with this person?
Yeah, like it's somebody
okay.
that you're sharing the stage with.
Oh,
So like,
shoot.
I imagine
Darn.
that's yeah.
You can perform with any mainstream person.
Like you're playing guitar, you're singing, and someone is
There with me.
doing something. Yes.
I'll have to
You
go
know
to
what?
Jeopardy.
I tell you what. Give me Fat Mike. Give me
Give me
Fat.
Fat
Give me
Mike?
Fat Mike on bass, and I'll
Okay.
play guitar, and
Okay.
we'll punk it out real quick.
That'd be a fun show.
It would be.
As soon as I go to Jeopardy, thinking music. No, I actually have that as a button.
Oh,
As soon as I go do it, that's who
I-
my name's
I'm
like.
sure
Save
I'll
that-
I'll
save
take
that
my
button.
time.
Save that
Yeah, I'm
button for something
sure. I'm
else.
sure you'll need it again. I'll take my time on another question. I'm
There
sure.
you go.
And I always sort of love doing this to certain groups and all that. Out of everything you have either going to record or that you put out, your favorite 2 tracks
Oh,
that you're absolutely
That's like
love.
that's like asking someone to choose which of their children is their
I know.
favorite.
I
which
always-
usually isn't very hard for some people.
I
to be
normally
honest with you.
always did
That's true.
1, but now I'm
Two.
actually doing 2
Two
or
is
3.
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
The first song that we played, Nightcrawler, is definitely one of them. That was a song that was the first song we wrote together, the 4 of us. So that it's kind of got a special place, but it's also it's a really good song. When we play it full band live, our other guitarist James does a scream part during the breakdown. Our drummer Alex does harmonies as well, and everything comes together so great in that song. So that's probably my number 1. My number 2, I'm gonna say, is actually the song that comes right after it on the EP. It's called "The Upside Down." I'll say that because I wrote most of it, I guess. But we wrote it based off. I actually wrote it based off the Netflix show Stranger Things. It was funny when I came up with the beginning of the song. It went, wow! If I could play it
it's different. I mean, you
on
used to playing
bass,
bass.
so that happens on bass. Yeah, I got tiny little strings and big fingers right now. So like it's actually the and I never even, I think I told you guys this maybe. It's the death melody in the Castlevania games. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Slow down. I tried it on bass and I'm like, oh, that sounds really cool. And I slowed it down a little bit and added a couple extra things, and I'm like, that'd be a really cool like intro to a song. So then we kind of rolled with it. Rob spit out some lyrics real fast for the beginning part, and then we sat down and wrote the full thing. And that was another one that just kind of really came together quick. So those are my votes: are Nightcrawler and The Upside Down.
Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna say The Upside Down is probably just the way like we deliver it live. I really like it because like we usually what song is it? No, it's not Nightcrawler. What song do
we've
we?
been going straight from Nightcrawler into Upside Down live.
Yeah, so we you know, and I don't play guitar in Nightcrawler, so they the bass and the drums do this cool little like build up thing, and he's, you know, toms or whatever, and then James is letting his guitar feedback.
Yeah.
And then I pick up my guitar and I you know, hit a harmonic on the E and I let that feedback, and then it just all kicks in and I just start screaming, and I don't know. I think that would probably be one of my favorites. And maybe The Wrong, I would have to say.
Okay, that's a good one.
Because that one I wrote when I was in sort of a weird time in my life, and I felt like I was always wrong, so.
That's one that we play pretty much every show, I think, that we have
Yeah,
lately.
yeah.
So it's a fun one.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I had to make you pick your children.
No, that's all right. It actually wasn't that hard.
It really wasn't.
No.
That was an easy one, actually.
It was.
I always sort of like doing that. In necessarily maybe sick way.
Yeah. And that answer, I'm sure, is going to change as we keep
Oh,
writing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
more material, then it's gonna be harder.
Oh
and all
yeah.
that.
Oh for sure.
It's funny because every time we write a new song, like it's like, yeah, this is my new favorite.
It's our new
It's
favorite,
my new
yep.
favorite. It's my new favorite.
Yep.
Like every time a new song pumps out, and we record it. I'll listen to it a billion times until I can't stand it anymore, and then I move on to the next one.
Yep.
So.
Oh, good times. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Could throw in another one. And
Yeah,
if you guys want.
What do you want to do?
You want me to play the wrong, or do you want to play something else?
Yeah,
Or?
you can play that way better than I could. So
Okay.
I'm gonna pass this guitar back on
Again.
over to
I
Sir
should've
Robert
I
here.
should've just brought my guitar.
Yeah,
I'm lazy. I don't like to carry things.
that's
you
all
know.
good. So the song he's gonna play is called "The Wrong," the one he just talked about. It's a song that the guys wrote before I came into the band, and I really like it. I have a really cool part in it.
Yeah. I really like the
through
bass
through
part.
the verses is a lot of fun. Should have brought my acoustic bass.
Yeah,
Maybe
the
next-
bass
next
part
time.
really actually carries the song, so I hate to deprive you guys of that, but it's good without it.
It's
all
gonna
right.
it's gonna be on the new EP, so you'll get to hear it in its full glory very soon.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Can't shake the wrong. I am not who you think I am. I am not who I think I am. All the words have been rehearsed. Every line of every verse. It's a blessing and a curse, but I don't mind. I don't mind, 'cause it's all that I have. The substantial sacrifice. Distinguish men from the mice. There's a wrong and there's a right, and we walk that line. Call the moral divide. Take your time, think it over. There's something not right, use your strength and push it over the edge. The stress and revenge. Long live the past. With those problems that you can't seem to grasp. You're living on the edge while detached, move on. And you sacrifice it all. Rise up so high just to fall. You built yourself a little wall to keep them out. Within you scream and shout. Take your time, think it over. There's something not right, use your strength and push it over the edge. The stress, and you look weak and very tired. Put that weight on my shoulders. I'll carry you on.
Yeah. Right on.
Another one too.
Yeah, they're on cue. They weren't quite as.
They
blown
weren't
away
looking
by
at their
that one.
phones, yeah.
Yep. We got their attention.
There you go. So, I'm going to start. Darn it, what was he going to say? Now I'm maybe in that brain fart. Oh, that's it. So with each and every either EP or album, what is the influence of it?
Um,
Is it based, the certain period of time,
the first batch of songs on the first EP, I think a lot of those, the one song, probably what my favorite one off of it is one that Rob wrote about work. About a place that he did not like to work very much.
I enjoyed the work. I didn't enjoy the hours of the people.
There you go. So I feel like that EP was a little bit angrier
A little bit.
in some ways.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more punk-like, a little bit more. There's some more screamy parts on it.
Yeah. Got a
and then-
song about betrayal, which I believe Worth It was more about
Yeah.
like betrayal and
Yeah. So I feel like that one was a little bit more angry than this new one.
yeah.
We have a couple of songs on this new one, Nightcrawler and the Upside Down, are a little bit more like horror based, kind of like fighting inner demons almost. One song on there, Small Craft Advisory, is a bit of a metaphor for dealing with relationships. Charlie's song, you need to talk about that one maybe in a minute.
Okay.
And then The Wrong, Robin mentioned before,
Yeah.
was about being wrong.
Yeah, it's just I don't
More
know.
or less.
It's in a weird spot.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Charlie's song?
Yeah. There's a song that I had help with writing, but my best friend recently passed. Well, it's been about a year, but he recently passed away, over a year, I think. But he was my best friend, but it was weird because he's the only person I really have ever met that just messing around, because I have multiple guitars and we'd hang out late or whatever. And he'd be like, "Hey, show me how to play," or let's play around. We're bored, whatever. So I'd give him a guitar and I'd just show him little things like a G chord or whatever. And he's the only person I know or I have ever met that could just pick up the guitar and play a perfect G chord. So as soon as I showed him like the fingerings and everything, he could just strum it out, no mess ups. So for some reason I came up with this little, I guess, riff is what you would want to call it. This. And I came up with that, and I was like, "Yeah, Charlie, check this out. It's something cool. I don't have anything to it, but what do you think?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I like it." So I showed him how to play it, and he played it. And this is a guy who just like never played guitar, which I thought was outstanding. So I finished it. I believe I actually finished it right after he passed away, and it was completed. And we didn't have a name for it. And this song is kind of about just like making bad decisions. Charlie, he was a great guy, good guy. He just always got in trouble, like nothing serious, but he would find himself in the back of a cop car sometimes. But just being a kid. But yeah, it just it was like kind of about bad decisions, and about just my life and his life and how they kind of meshed, and I think how we both were feeling at certain times. And so I was like, "Hey guys, I think we should call this Charlie's song," because he helped me kind of write it in a way. He at least played it along with me. So I that's a special song to me. I should have actually said that one for one of my favorites, but
Honorable mention.
yeah, honorable mention.
I like it too a lot.
Yeah.
It's a fun song.
It's different. It's very
It is. There's some Chili Peppers vibes in that song a bit,
Okay.
music wise. It is. I would say it's probably our most unique song as far as it's not punk, it's not rock, it's not indie, it's something else.
Kind of
Something
funky
that I
a little
really- Yeah,
bit.
there's some funk in there. There's some jazz in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like that, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, if we have time, I could play it for you at some point.
Oh, yeah. We got time.
Cool.
Okay.
Of course. Because we're right about at an hour, so yeah, we got time.
Right on.
Cool.
So, with that, what else can I think of? I'm having that brain fart moment.
It's all good.
So, you don't mind me completely in that. So, God, I'm blanking. 'Cause I came up with, I had a few in that I just blanked on. God, my brain took a Friday. Right now. So, yeah, I feel like you now. Nice. Let's go and do this. You like that?
Yeah, there
So let's say, what would be your favorite so far? I'll sort of throw there so it doesn't throw anyone under the bus. With who you played so far with, or ran across in that, who would be your favorite different local bands?
Favorite local bands? Ooh.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Or they're
just-
locally, or
Yeah.
you know,
People we
smaller
played
than
with,
that,
okay.
yeah.
regionally,
Okay.
perhaps.
Okay.
The first one that comes to mind that is just phenomenal band, phenomenal musicians in it is a band called Portage. That's from down around kind of where Rob and James are, middle of nowhere country-ish.
I was going to say, are you going to see there for Portage?
Yeah, Portage is from Portage.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a three-piece. They're what's called a math rock band, so they do a lot of very intricate time signatures in their music. A lot of
Amazing
very,
guitars.
Oh yeah, Justin is just
Phenomenal.
like a prodigy at
really,
guitar.
for real.
And the music that they put together is really awesome. They do this. It's sort of like an emo rock kind of thing in some
Kinda.
ways.
Yeah.
But the guitar work and just the way that even the rhythm section, the bass and the drums mesh with each other is really good. We played with them once so far, but they're great. We played with a lot of really, really solid bands.
Yeah. The Dream Masons.
The Dream, yeah. Oh, for sure, we got to give them a shout out. We played with them a couple weeks ago at the Outpost in Kent. They were recently called Hello Violet and changed their name to the Dream Masons. They're a very bluesy rock band with a girl lead singer, Cheyenne, and they're awesome too. Watching them on stage, they're so with each other. They're so tight as musicians. Like every bass note and every kick of the bass drum and every strum of the guitar works together so well, and her voice is just like butter over the music.
Yeah.
They're a great band that everybody really should go check out.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Mumbler. That wasn't local, but they were
Yeah.
regional kind of.
Yeah, they're from Philly. We played a house show with them in Akron. They had a great live show.
Crazy.
Super energetic.
Long Shot.
Yeah. Pop punk band from Akron. We played our first show with me.
Yeah.
With them and Dead End Job.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they've come a long way. They've done a lot of shows and
I'm trying to
done
think.
a lot.
Penny Arcade's really good too.
Penny Arcade, yeah.
Penny Arcade.
Did a house show with them.
Yeah, there's just so many. Like I
There-
could keep going, to be honest with you.
The Akron, Canton area is just so full of really good musicians, really good acts right now, and I don't even remember it being that way like 5 years ago. I feel like in the past few years things have really blossomed.
Yeah.
And
I'm
great
musicians
like
out
we're
there.
talking like great. Like they should be on tour. They should
Yeah.
be. They
They
should.
might be some of them.
Well, some of them
legit
are,
might
but
be in
I'm
a couple
talking
years.
like Penny Arcade or
Yeah.
they should be. I think they should be out in like main stage, like amazing musicians.
for sure.
I would have to say.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with you. It's like years ago and that you never heard huge bunch from the local music scene and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, changed.
I'm sure you guys have seen probably quite a few come through, and
Well, that's a good thing though, because people are actually listening to local
Yeah.
bands and supporting
sure.
local bands.
Hell, like here, back in 2010, we couldn't actually get anyone to come in
Oh,
or drop
wow.
off a CD. It
Really?
didn't change till about like a year and a half or so later. Year and a half, two. So yeah.
okay.
Then like now, got so many people. It's not even funny.
And that's awesome. I mean,
It
it's
really
great that
is.
people are coming through and
Yeah.
just trying to get their music out there. And like I say, I feel like we've had a big resurgence of music in Northeast Ohio, and it's awesome.
Somewhat
It's great.
amazed though
Yeah.
where the scenes came from that you didn't hear much of. Then you just try to dig into it, then you start seeing it just get bigger, bigger. This person going to Los Angeles, this
Mhm.
person doing this.
Yeah, there's a conception that we live in Ohio, nobody cares.
Right.
Got to go to New York. To quote one of my favorite bands, if you're serious, got to go to New York or LA, because people don't meet in the middle anymore. They say.
It's
But
true.
I feel like in a way it was, but I think that we have our own thing here now.
It's building, it's starting to build up. That's getting there, up there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like heck, like 2 years ago, we had someone listening. What was that? Somewhere up towards New York, one of those states. They ended up calling one band that was actually playing in here, offered to sign them
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
that night.
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome. It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to the weird things that happen.
Right.
Of this guy just
Please sign
watching
us.
it.
Please sign us. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Please sign us.
But yeah, that's the weird thing is.
Yeah.
But the one thing I noticed, sort of going from what you're saying, that like many people working with one another, playing multiple shows and that,
Mhm.
like it's many out of this. It's a show. Shoot, it's coming up. What was that? May or late April? And that. It's like 6 people. At least 4 of them been here.
Mm.
And like so on and so forth, and everyone checking out whoever, and,
Yeah.
that's the one thing I noticed within the past about year and a half. Many people, they're coming in and that, like when we come in these music weeks that we do and that, they're checking out each other. Hey, I know blah blah blah, and
Oh, that's
just
really
goes
cool.
from there.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Kind of chains off each other and.
I mean, you gotta help each other out.
Oh,
you
for
know?
sure, yeah. And that's a big thing that a lot of bands do. Some don't, but I think a lot do. Is they try and be a part of the community. We all know we got to do the same thing. We got to jump through the same hoops to book shows. We got to jump through the same hoops to record our music and get it out there and everything. So we're all in the same boat. We all got to take care of each other. We stick around at shows. We watch each other. We watch. We've stood in crowds. We've been the only band watching them, and we've had bands be the only ones watching us. And I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you play for no one. Sometimes you play for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's part of the
But-
business.
yeah,
I
it
guess,
is,
or whatever
for
you
sure.
wanna call it.
But you got to have each other's back is the big thing, and you got to
True.
be supportive of each other because you're all in it together. You're all in the same game. And if you don't support each other, then you can't really expect anyone to support you.
I agree.
Very true. Get a dark, deep, personal moment there.
You're like the ocean, Garrett.
It's more like, I don't know. Once you get me talking, I don't shut up.
Well, no, that does happen. It does happen. Many people, they go into that whole conversation of helping one another,
Yeah.
all that. Like the one guy, him starting a whole recording studio, and that was to sort of help one another, and that
Yeah.
instead of being nailed with a big label, all that.
Mhm.
They have a localized, affordable recording studio.
Yeah,
And that's really cool just to
that is really cool. Actually,
get
That's-
some people get in here, make a demo tape, make an EP, whatever.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
started.
Not someone that's looking out to make a whole bunch of money and that's just managing to just have this and break even, that. So definitely get where you're going.
Yeah,
Sense of community and all that.
for sure.
But I'll sort of go with this of you could play any venue up here in Cleveland. Where
Ooh.
would you want to play?
I already know
Yeah.
this one. No waiting on this one.
Go ahead, Rob.
The Agora. I would love to
Oh,
play the
okay.
Agora. I would absolutely love it.
Yeah, I would probably agree. I love the Agora. One of my favorite places up here we played so far has been Mahal's.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed the couple shows we've done there. Excuse me. We played downstairs in the locker room. It's really cool. It's
Intimate.
It's
Yeah,
very intimate.
Very intimate.
Not a lot of people down there. Not a lot of people can fit down there. But it feels like everyone's down there, a captive audience, if you will. But yeah, I would probably say the Agora would be the big one. Not much of a House of Blues person, but it's cool. I mean, I've been to lots of shows there. It is what it is.
Jacob's Pavilion would be cool.
You know where else that I almost played in
Really?
in another band?
His last band was very good as well.
Oh, you're sweet.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We almost played at the Beachland in a tavern.
Okay.
Which is and the Beachland's super cool. It can be tricky to book. You got to be able to find somebody who's played there before, and
Link
just
through
depend.
and all
Yeah,
that,
exactly. So, but that's another place that if you played in the ballroom, that would be an awesome place to play. I've seen some really good shows there. And Tavern's cool too, but it's smaller. It's more of an intimate thing. So, but I'd say probably either the Agora for a big show, the Beachland for like a littler show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sort of running out of questions, but one thing is, like you were saying about playing again, I forgot what song you were saying about playing.
Oh, the Charlie song?
Yeah. You can do that. That's up to you guys. I let you guys pick whatever.
Yeah, if you want to play it, go for it,
Play
dude.
it?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
Feeling different. Something far from normal. The push will pull away. I'm feeling reckless. Another boring day. No motion from my phone. I guess I'll spend it all alone. Feeling anxious about the straight and narrow. I caught myself again, falling off the deep end. Can you throw a rope? Can you tie me off a line? You turn and say, not this time. And I'll stumble one more time. Watch me slide over the edge. And I'll stumble one more time, and I'll fall off the edge again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of hard to sing acoustic.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever done that one acoustic.
No.
Or the wrong. Well,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, maybe we have,
Yeah,
but never that
well.
one. I know that.
I like it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Usually I'm a lot more aggressive on the
Yeah.
vocals. It's easier when you got music blaring behind you, but
You had a way different setting.
Yeah.
Gotta compete with the drums.
Yeah, pretty much. And I usually can hang.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, you can. Oh, for sure.
Like this. Is this your actual first ever interview in a radio station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
This is very
You are
special.
Welcome
first.
club.
Well, thank you. It's fun.
It really
we
is.
We need to do this more.
Try to. I mean,
Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I like it.
It
This
is.
is very
It's really cool.
Next time, maybe get everybody here.
Yeah.
As a big family. And
Play some songs.
We got a few more weeks still
yeah.
Right
in
on.
the semester and that could figure something out in that, definitely. Cool. Is
That'd
there
be
any other certain things you guys want to?
Not too much that I can think of. I mean, we pretty much talked about our shows. Again, check us out on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/before there was fire music. Check us out on Bandcamp, before there was fire.bandcamp.com. You can download our EP for free. We got a new one coming out in a couple weeks
For free.
for free. We have a music video coming out in a couple weeks also for the first song we played tonight, Nightcrawler. We got a lot of shows coming up. You can see those on our Facebook. We're going to be coming back up to Cleveland. We're going to be in Youngstown. We're going to be down in Columbus. And we're going to have a lot more coming up this summer. So be sure to check it out and come out to a show. We Full Band Electric. We have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'll say it. We're good. We're pretty good.
I
You
mean,
can
to
toot your own
brag.
horn, man. You
Yeah,
can.
all right.
Maybe we're too modest sometimes.
A little bit.
A little
yeah.
bit.
No, I mean,
We don't have to take that self-absorbed moment.
Yeah, I
No.
guess so. Yeah.
we have a lot of fun live. We let ourselves go. We let it, the music kind of speak for itself a lot of times, but we have fun. We kick back on stage. We laugh. We goof off. The songs may not be 100% perfect, but they're fun.
You get
and
there.
it's songs that people can dance around to a little
Hopefully
bit,
relate
bang
to
your
as
head
well.
and
And
relate to a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. But no, we have a blast at our live shows, and from our experience, most people do too. So you should totally come out.
Yeah.
Cool.
And keep supporting local music, not just
For sure,
us, just
yeah.
in general, local music. If you
Absolutely,
see
yeah.
a local show somewhere and you may not even know who they are, just head on out and check them out. You might like them,
Yeah.
You,
Buy a CD, buy a shirt, take a sticker, support those local bands, because if you don't, they might be gone next time. So,
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very valid. in
Mm.
that. Yeah. I got necessarily nothing more in that.
Okay.
So
No, I think we
Yeah,
covered a lot of ground.
We covered
so.
everything. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank
We
you
did,
for
yeah,
having
thank
us
you
on.
for having
thank
us,
you
man.
for coming,
Thank
man.
you. Yeah.
But definitely have to do this. Maybe when you guys are very close, or when you guys put out the music video and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, and it'll be all over Facebook, so check us out on Twitter too. It'll be there too. So
But thank you guys for coming.
thank
you
you
for
for having
having
us.